Good morning, it's day 15 and I'm feeling a bit flat today. You can probably hear that in my voice. Some good positives. I'm nearing the end of a course that is within a course that I was studying. When you start out, you get to day 7 or something and they say, and now you need to do this course, which don't worry, it's for free and it's a whole new set of modules. So I think, it's been a bit of a grind getting to the end of this course. The lesson is you've just got to keep your eyes, I think, fixed on the vision, on the end prize, and then take it one step at a time, each day a step forward. I was not feeling physically very well yesterday, so I've not been sleeping so well. I woke up after 3 hours sleep last night. But anyway, look, all of that to say, I woke up much later today. I'm way off track with my sleep schedule. The reading of Atlas Shrugged has been like non-existent. I have to laugh, but it's kind of not funny as well. It's difficult to know how hard to push yourself when you have not stuck to a goal that you set yourself. I think beating yourself up is not helpful, but I think that also you've got to be real and say, look, if this is really important to me, and I believe reading that book would make a difference to my mindset from what I've heard, then come on, like, don't beat yourself up and shame yourself. I don't think that really has a great outcome, but at the same time, be real and say, look, you're not meeting the standard that you set for yourself, and let's go, let's do something about it, figure out why that's not happening, because life is so short. So I'm considering reaching out to my friend again to get accountability on being in bed with a book by 9:30 tonight. I hesitate, you can tell in my voice, I hesitate because I feel like I'm kind of bothering. I don't like to involve other people in my stuff, to be reliant on other people. Maybe that's a mistake. And I know that he's actually trying to do the same. He's actually trying to be in bed by 10 p.m. himself because he wants to also wake up early and do workouts and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's an action point, a learning lesson. I think that is my domino habit again. I'm going to be real. This is something I've struggled with for years, going to bed early. I love that time late at night where you can stay up and it's very peaceful, and but it robs you of, it's robbing me of getting through that book and the joy of waking up early the next day after a solid 7.5, 8 hours sleep, and it's like 6 a.m. and you just feel fantastic for doing that. It's very, very exciting, that feeling. So I guess I need to focus on that and get accountability. So bit of a flat video. That's where I'm at. I feel, I just listened to another podcast segment today from Andrew Huberman about the growth mindset. I was reminded, I've read the book by Carol Dweck. It's, I would say, a foundational book that if you're raised by perfectionist parents or with a lot of criticism, it's a must read. I would have, if I was trying to help someone, I would set that, if I detected that attitude in them, I would set reading that book as probably the first book to read. It's very powerful. So I was listening to an Andrew Huberman podcast and he was reading a bit of research about the growth mindset. And it really just reminded me of, you should not praise achievement in a child. You should praise the effort that they put in, which I know some people will rail against and say, oh, that's like an everybody wins mindset. It's not. It's saying to someone, you can get better, but you may need to get the dirty reps out of the way. You may need to push through being bad for a while. But if you don't meet the standard, at least if you keep trying and learning, then you will eventually get better. And so he obviously mentioned that we critique ourselves. And so I think in this situation I'm in now, where I just do really struggle with this bloody habit of going to bed early, I think I need to do some thinking as to what is it. I think it's, to be frank, I think it's just immediate gratification. I think it's just staying up late at night. I'm a big boxing fan. Watching Eddie Hearn interviews, I find the guy very entertaining, and listening to what's happening in the boxing world. Maybe making another cup of tea and eating some Brazil nuts or something, standing there in the kitchen watching these videos, is that immediate gratification. I'm putting that over the gratification, the delayed gratification of waking up the next day feeling amazing, waking up early after 8 hours sleep. So I think that's a reality, is that you think of the marshmallow test, I am falling short, and that's not to beat myself up, but falling short in that I'm giving into that immediate gratification. So me journaling and putting this here on video, as well as like accountability and increased awareness. And I don't want to come on here in the next video the next day and say, oh, again, I've given in to that immediate gratification of staying up watching boxing news or some really interesting podcast or a live stream that my friends were on. So these videos are very useful for the journaling side. But that is the lesson. I need to, the first step to any change is gaining awareness. And I now, through that video you just saw a minute ago, I had the awareness that what I'm doing is giving into immediate gratification. So I need to stop that, be aware of that, and then put something in place to stop it. So I'm going to reach out to my friend again now and say, James, could you please keep me accountable? Phone off by 9 p.m. and in bed with the book by 9:30, and I'm going to text you and let you know when I'm doing that. So keep trying. Persistence and perfection are different things. If it doesn't work, because I've tried this before and it kind of helped, but I didn't stay true to it, then you've got to persist or pivot, like either change your approach, but keep persisting, basically. Never, ever give up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's a learning lesson. Don't give in to immediate gratification, and focus on the day ahead.